and everyone else watching. So today we are going to be reading a brand new book called Giraffes Can't Dance. And this book was written by Giles, Andreae, and Guy Parker Reese. Giraffes Can't Dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. I'm catching some rhymes on these pages already. He was very good at standing still and munching on shoots of trees. But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really, really bad. The warthog started waltzing, and the rhinos rocked and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps did a cha-cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald," the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool." "Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. I feel like such a clot." So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He never felt so sad before, so sad and alone. Then he found a little clearing. He looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald early on, "but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song." Wonder what that different song is. "Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me the sweetest music in those branches is the breeze." So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything that makes music if you really wanted to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was wishing around. He threw his legs out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault, and he leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. "I'm dancing, yes, I'm dancing! I'm dancing!" Gerald cried. Then one by one each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen!" "How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us now." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find the music that he loved." Wow, that was such a great book. So I want to know, how did Gerald learn that he could dance? How did Gerald the giraffe learn that he could dance? I can't wait to hear your answers. See you next time. See you next time.